Hey Chelsea fans, I'm very happy to join Chelsea next year and play at Stamford Bridge for you. See you soon.
Hey guys, welcome back to the other side of the coin. What a phenomenal last 12 hours in the Chelsea community. First of all, it is finally official. Timo Werner has joined Chelsea. I know we've been talking about it. I've made several videos out there. So many people out there have made several videos about Timo Werner, but it is official. We've heard that about, maybe 12 hours ago now. And yeah, I'm so ecstatic about this news. You know, this is the kind of signing, along with Ziyech, that we've done earlier this year. You know, this is what's going to bring us back to the top echelons of world football again, where we really belong. You know, we've missed this desire, this ambition that Roman and Chelsea are showing at the moment, along with all the staff that we have. You know, Frank and Marino, obviously, and Peter Cech and Jody Morris and a whole heap of other people. You know, it seems like the club is coming to, back to where it once was. So fantastic news. You know, something around 47.5 million was the transfer fee pounds, and 170k pounds per week as well, wages, which makes him the top earner in Chelsea football at the moment, which is thoroughly deserved. He's a superb talent. German international, has been banging in goals, can play in the left wing, he can play up front. Most likely probably play in the left wing. I've made some videos recently as to how he's going to impact Chelsea, so look out for that. So overall, I think, I cannot wait. We could see in recent times with Werner saying, with Werner not registering with Leipzig with the Champions League resuming in August, because he wants to come into the Chelsea team and play, adapt to the Chelsea style of play and also Frank's demands. So it's fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic news. I'm glad it's over and I'm glad that he's here. So on to the next topic, which is Kai Havertz. I think this is so in the cards. It's funny, and I know we shouldn't look too much into all these likes and a whole heap of comments that happens in social media, but it's interesting that when Timo Werner's news came out and it was official in Instagram, Kai Havertz actually went out and liked the particular post, and there was another comment in football Twitter where someone said announce Kai Havertz, and Kai Havertz actually liked it. I think since then he's unliked it, but it was interesting to see he was going around liking quite a few Chelsea posts out there. But nonetheless, I think the reason why I think this is a possibility, and it's not because of the likes, which is quite funny, but I think it's because other clubs out there are financially at the moment are so crippled. And there's really one club, which is Chelsea at the moment, who's going out there and really taking advantage of other clubs struggling. And looks like Roman's ambition and his his desire to spend money this transfer window. Obviously, we didn't get to spend in the last transfer window and the one before that we were banned. So he's really going out there to make sure that we get the right type of players to bring us back to the world, top of the world football again. So, other teams financially crippled. Kai Havertz wants to leave Leverkusen as well. I think one of the biggest decisions in terms of his price, that's the big issue at the moment. I think Leverkusen's asking somewhere around 90 to 100 million pounds. Chelsea's valuing this player about 75 million. But a lot comes down to also if Leverkusen qualifies for the Champions League, which is, we're going to see by the end of the Bundesliga season. So if they don't qualify, I think that valuation could come down as well. But at the end of the day, I think other clubs, they are needing to let go of certain players. Like, for example, I said it in my previous video, Man United, they've got to let go Pogba before they can think about buying another player. And Bayern Munich was the other favourite as well, but they are so focused on Leroy Sané and a few other positions that they simply don't have the capacity to get Kai Havertz as well. So there's, as I said, there's only one club at the moment that can do this particular transaction, and that's Chelsea. And Kai Havertz would have seen the ambition that we're showing at the moment with Ziyech and now Werner. He's going to be so excited to play under Frank Lampard, and him being a midfielder as well. perfect role model Frank Lampard's going to be for his development, being a young player as well. So watch this pace. I think I'm getting some really good vibes about this. I think this is probably going to happen as well. So moving on to the next topic, which is Pedro. There was a lot of talk about Pedro yesterday that he's not going to participate any further in this campaign for Chelsea to finish off this particular season. His contract is ending at the end of this month. So, it makes sense to me. I've got no issues with this type of things because, obviously the pandemic has hit and it's stretched out the particular season, and it's put certain players into a bit of a conundrum. Players like Willian, players like Pedro, and so many other players worldwide as well. But Pedro specifically, obviously his contract, as I said, is ending this month. He's apparently secured a deal with Roma, and he obviously doesn't want to jeopardize his health with a particular injury that he could pick up, possibly playing for the remainder of the season, which is so understandable. If his contract's running out at the end of June, it simply doesn't make sense. I think we're only 12 days, 13 days away from end of June, so it just doesn't make sense for him to play. So I'm completely understanding of this particular situation that Pedro is in, and I've got no issues about it. I wish him all the best moving forward when he, wherever he goes. He's been an absolute, superstar in this club. Is workaholic, true professional, has won several, has won it all with us, to be honest. And, has never had any controversy with Chelsea. So thank you so much, Pedro, and wish good luck wherever you go. And we've got nothing against you if you don't want to participate for the rest of the season. Now, moving on to Ryan Fraser. Few people have been commenting in social media about Ryan Fraser, which is quite strange. He's also going to be one of those free transfer targets. He's coming off contract at the end of June as well for Bournemouth. And few fans out there have been talking about getting Ryan Fraser. This is the type of particular transfer that we want to stay away from. This is exactly what we're deviating from. We're trying to get people like Ziyech, Werner, Kai Havertz, and maybe many more down the track. So this Ryan Fraser, as good as he is, but he's not the level of Chelsea at the moment. So we want to stay away from these type of transfers. This reminds me of the likes of Bakayoko and Drinkwater. Yes, he might be a bit better than them, and he has done well for Bournemouth, but no thanks to Ryan Fraser. Please find yourself another club. Chelsea's definitely not your club at the moment. And to all the fans out there, please do not entertain this. This is borderline silly, to be honest. And lastly, I have to talk about this. Agent David Luiz. Now, look, he's copped so much criticism over the last 24 hours since Arsenal lost against Man City. They got hammered, and a lot of it was due to him being red carded, giving away a goal. And so many people in Arsenal fan TV, I was just laughing my head off yesterday watching their reaction post-match, and they were having such big goes at David Luiz. And to be honest, I think it needs to be said that I was probably one of those fans, there wasn't that many, but I was one of them that was a bit upset when David Luiz left quite abruptly at the start of this season. And, I was annoyed at David Luiz leaving. I was annoyed because it was a transfer ban season and we needed more veterans to guide the youngsters. And I was annoyed at Frank as well for letting him go. But look, I'm so glad the way it's worked out. I think it was a genius move from Frank Lampard, letting go of someone like David Luiz. I think David Luiz is on the decline at the moment. And he's never been a solid defender when it came to a back four. I think his best season was under Conte when it was a back five. He thrives when he's surrounded with a couple of other, left centre back and a right centre back, because it allows them to defend. And whenever he has a particular brain snap, it allows other people to help him out and see him through. But nonetheless, he's still a great ball player. But I don't think he's a central defender, a proper central defender. I think he's more of a, maybe someone who could have played in midfield, with a vision of passing and whatnot. I don't think he completely understands defending all the time. There's just too many high-profile mistakes that he ends up, giving away, which either leads to a red card or a penalty. So yeah, there's a lot of laughter that's happening in the Chelsea community with David Luiz, and then him being an agent and him sabotaging Arsenal, which is all fun and games. Obviously, he's come out after the match apologising. I don't think he needed to do that, but that just shows that, you know, what type of a, at the end of the day, he is a decent human being, and he's come out and he's apologised. But yeah, look, nonetheless, I'm glad that it's worked out well. He's moved on, we've moved on. And yeah, kudos to Frank for doing all of this stuff, his man management, you know, the way the recruitments are happening as well now. You know, we're still fourth after having absolutely no one in the transfer market, pretty much riding the luck with youth. So yeah, overall he's done a fantastic job, and with all the players that are coming in next season, I just simply cannot wait. Obviously, we still have this season to look forward to and finish up, and yeah, I'm very, very confident that the players that we have right now will see the kind of caliber, the caliber of players that are coming in next season, and I'm sure they're going to be on their tails and trying to make sure that they keep their spot and play well. So yeah, that's all the news for over the last 12 to 24 hours. So excited about Timo Werner, so excited about Kai Havertz. Let me know what your thoughts are, what you're thinking, how you're feeling. Comment below, and if you've enjoyed this video, hit the like button, guys. Please hit the like button. This channel needs all the likes that it can get. And yeah, hit the bell notification to be in touch with all the content. Check out our latest Timo Werner video that we've just posted recently. So yeah, have the notification on, because you're going to get a whole heap of content all the time. And if you're here for the first time, subscribe. See ya.